everyone. We're here today with Carla Hoffman from Hoffman Hearing Solutions, and she's going to tell us all about what's going on in the hearing world.
I'm in my 40s, and the thought is I'm still fairly young, but I know folks my age or even a little younger who have mentioned that they have experienced hearing loss. But at the same time, they're a little uncomfortable with having a device in their ear. The vanity, I guess, for lack of better words. They don't want to walk around at 35, 40 years old with a hearing aid. But, I know hearing loss can be experienced young, very young. And so what do you have to say about that? Devices. Do people have to know that I have a hearing aid in?
So a lot of things I want to cover with that question.
Okay.
First is no, people do not even know you have one. It can be completely discreet. No one even knows you're even wearing one, like I'm wearing one right now.
Oh, wow.
Just something little.
Oh, wow.
There's a little battery in there, and it's
Very
just
cool.
On or off, but it's just a little helper,
We'll never know.
So that's one thing. Two, it frustrates me that people always think that, if I have a hearing loss, I'm old.
Right.
People wear cheaters, they think they're old. If you have a problem, you should take care of it, because you know what does make you look old? Huh? What? That makes you look old.
Or
right? And so they can be discreet, but I am finding more and more with each passing year that my mean age of new patient keeps dropping.
Yeah.
So it keeps getting younger and younger and younger. And I think a lot of that is look, we love our rock concerts.
right.
We love our boating. We have a lot of people who hunt. We have ranchers. We have the oil industry down here. We have
Military.
lots of military. People on beaches. Just anytime you have a sound that's over 85 decibels that lasts for 15 minutes, whether it's a loud impact sound like a firework or a gun going off, or versus like a lawnmower, you are susceptible to hearing loss. And we don't actually know which one causes it. You could be exposed to 500 gunshots, right? And then you can say, well, I'm doing pretty good. And then you could have one go off, and then that's when the hearing drops. That's the one. And so we don't always know when it's going to be or how. We do know that continued noise exposure will cause hearing loss. So to say, well, at what age is that? We do know that studies show that as you hit your 20-year-olds will start losing their hearing. Remember, you have to lose about 20% of your hearing for it to equal starting a mild hearing loss. So there is this real process. So, I hit 35, I'm like, I don't maybe hear as quite as good as I did. Get into the 40s. Am I experiencing hearing loss? Yes. Do I need treatment? No. And that can go on for years. That can go on for 5 to 10 years. So in the end, what I recommend to people is, if your family members are saying, Holly, you're not hearing me like you could, or I think you should have your hearing checked, get your hearing checked. Get your baseline. It doesn't mean you need treatment. Don't be scared. Get your baseline. That's the smart thing to do, because then, let's say something happens. Let's say you get a small TIA 5 years down the road. You come back for your annual retesting. You didn't even know you had one. I actually will see it in an audiogram.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to see something and go, something's not quite right. I need to get Holly off to a specialist. I need to get Holly off to where she needs to be checked out.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to, when you
have a regular screening.
Have a regular screening.
Like how often?
I recommend starting between 40 and 45, just a quick screening.
Sure.
If you're having some difficulty, do a full eval, get your speech tested, everything. And then based on where you're at there, maybe 1 year, 2 years, even 3 years, every 3 years, and then just watch it.
Gotcha.
Hearing loss, once it starts, will progress about 1% per year, which is not a lot. But over 10 years, it moves you from not needing treatment to needing treatment.
And now, do you do the screenings here, or is that something you would do at your regular doctor's office? Or
There are a couple of doctors in town that do a true actual screening, but I do screenings. So if you think, I'll do the screenings and I do all the comprehensive evaluations too.
okay,
So if I have a patient that comes in, let's say you came in, you're saying, Carla, I want you to check me out today. I could put you in my sound
maybe
booth.
next year.
Yeah. I'll put you in my sound booth and I'll run your screening. If I see something that causes concern, I might continue your test just so I can give you a consult and say, you know, not as good as I thought you would be, but let's look at this. We have a fantastic picture of your hearing today. I'm going to educate you. I'm going to teach you about it, and then I'm going to release you for a few years. If everything's just fine, just say, Holly, you're fine. You know, RJ's making it up. It's selective hearing.
Right.
But if I have concerns, like I said, then I'll send you off to the ear, nose, and throat doctor and have you completely evaluated. Otherwise, I'll say, I'll see you in a couple of years unless something happens.
right.
And you know your body. You know, you'll be able to tell if something's wrong.
Yeah. And selective hearing is the one thing that Carla says she can't solve.
Yeah, no, not that good.